So we will be presenting on the Reconecta project. I have the honor of being involved in this project, which is super duper cool, and I'm not biased at all. So this is the project in Brazil. Since the presentation is entitled "Bridging the Amazon for the Conservation of Endangered Primates." Okay, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. So good afternoon. My name is Fernanda Abra. Sorry, I was expecting to have a podium here, so I'm going to use my computer as a support for this presentation. But currently, I'm a postdoc fellow from the Smithsonian. I work with the people from Center for Conservation and Sustainability, and I'm going to present to you the preliminary results we have for the Reconecta project. The Reconecta project is an applied conservation project. The big objective, the aim is to reconnect the patch of forest, especially in the Amazon biome, for arboreal species and especially threatened primate species in the Amazon in Brazil. Okay, go ahead. To contextualize this issue in Brazil, it is important to highlight that Brazil has the fourth largest road network on the planet, and at the same time is the most biodiversity country in the world, also hosting the highest number of primate species. So Brazilian species, especially the strictly arboreal ones, rarely come down from the forest canopy to cross roads. And when they do, they are at the great risk of being roadkilled, and when they don't cross, they become isolated. So currently, 40% of primate species in Brazil are threatened with extinction, and linear infrastructure, of course, represent a major source of impact on these animals. So the Reconecta project was created in 2020 with the mission of reconnecting forest fragments cut by highways in Brazil. We currently have 3 study areas, 2 in Brazil, in the Amazon biome, and 1 in Suriname. And hopefully we're going to expand the project soon to more other 3 areas in Brazil. And our main activities, activities that we perform include systematic monitoring of wildlife road mortality, the planning, installation, and monitoring of artificial canopy bridges, the monitoring of natural canopy bridges, and maybe the most important activity, the engagement with local community and various stakeholders. So currently we are collaborating with federal organizations in Brazil, environmental and transportation agencies, local universities, federal universities, international organizations, local communities, traditional communities, private companies, and it's been a very nice experience to be part of this project. So next. So just for you to know 2 of our study areas, the first study area, so was the first time we implemented the Reconecta project, is in the northern Amazon biome in Brazil, along a federal highway BR-174, that for people who knows Brazil, this goes from Manaus in the Amazon state to Roraima state. And this cut through a large portion of Amazon rainforest, but also this specific road go across the territory of the Waimiria-Troari indigenous people. Next time. It's very important to highlight that the opening of this federal highway in the 1970s led to the largest non-indigenous genocide in Brazil, reducing the population of the Waimiria-Troari people by over 90%. So the community has a challenging relationship with this highway for obvious reasons, and one of each is the high number of primate roadkill. Next slide. The golden-handed tamarin, that is this adorable primate that you can see here, for example, holds deep cultural significance for this community. There's a strong mythology involving the Waimiria-Troari in human form, and they believe that there are Waimiria-Troari people in a monkey form. So when they see these species roadkill on the highway, the Waimiria-Troari people, they become very upset, and they see it as a serious as a sign of disrespect. So it is a great honor to work with this community, especially as this was the first time in my career as a road ecologist that I worked on impact mitigation for a species valued not only for its ecological reason, but for its aesthetic, cultural, and spiritual significance. So the Waimeria people, they have been requesting artificial canopy bridges for decades to reduce the roadkill impacts for this tamarin species and many other arboreal species that they have in their region. So in this study area, the study area number 1, we installed 32 artificial canopy bridges with the support of the Waimeria people and the federal government. These bridges are low cost, averaging about 2,000 in materials. So I'm sure many of you can sponsor one canopy bridge in the Amazon in Brazil. They are experimental models designed to understand which bridge design better suit different locomotion types of arboreal species in this region. So we have monkeys that move like this, we have monkeys that move like this, monkeys that are more quadrupedal. So this is basic science for road ecology. We need to understand what type of design suits different locomotion styles. So for this experiment, we tested a unidimensional model. That is this one. This is like a steel cable braided with ropes. And the bidimensional model is the second one. It consists in parallel steel cables with high density plastic tubes and ropes, and this is what we call the crisscross bridge design. All the materials, they were carefully selected for the Amazon climate, so they can look simple, but they were carefully planned with the help of engineers, architects, primatologists. And after more than 4 years since the first installation of these 32 canopy bridges, we've never had to replace materials. They are durable and resistant. So this is a type of solution that can grow in scale in Brazil, not only in the Amazon, but of course for many other forested biomes such as the Pantanal, Atlantic forest, the Cerrado, Savanna, not only for Brazil, but of course many other tropical countries. Next. So during the construction phase, we received help from over 150 members of the Waimeria community. This was a remarkable moment for the project, and it was inspiring to see their commitment to literally building solutions for local wildlife conservation. So I think this is the, how do you say that, the cherry on the cake, the cherry on the cake for this project for me. It was really incredible. And this is a photo from the bridge installation process, where we also received support from Brazil's Federal Transportation Agency. So they provide us the cherry picker trucks, the men that were working to dig the holes for concrete pole installation and everything. So go ahead. In the first 19 months of this monitoring, I forgot to tell you that in some previous slides, yes, that each canopy bridge is being monitored by 2 cameras. I have one camera facing the forest and one camera facing the bridge. So now we understand how many individuals come closer to the bridge and cross, and how many don't cross. And of course, the cameras, they are on full time for these 19 months. So going to the monitoring again. In the first 19 months of the monitoring, we recorded over 800 complete crossings from 8 different species. The golden-handed tamarin, the special species for the Waimeria people, was the most frequent user, and overall, the unidimensional design had the highest usage with over 90% of the crossings. So when we give species an option to choose, they prefer to use the single line because it mimics perfectly what these animals they have on nature, right? The branches, the trunks, and everything. Next. You can click on the video. No. Oh, the first recorded crossing occurred 30 days after installation, and the golden-handed tamarin was the first species to use it. So this was very special for the Waimiri community. They were really, really happy seeing all hundreds of videos that we had of the golden-handed tamarins using the canopy bridges. Next slide. I can't believe you are not going to see the videos because it's like that. Well, in addition to the artificial canopy bridges that we placed in their territory, they also had 20 natural canopy connections that we monitored for 6 months. This effort was led by Dr. Tremaine Gregory, that is here with us, who had conducted similar work in Peru. Natural canopy bridges had much higher crossing rates than the artificial canopy bridges. In less than 7 months, over 3,000 crossings were recorded from 25 different mammal species. And we had problems to identify all these little mammal creatures using the natural canopy bridges. The diversity in the Amazon is really incredible, so we need to ask for help from specialists, rodent, marsupials, primate specialists to help us. So these natural bridges have been maintained by the Waimiri people for over 20 years. So since the highway was open, they realized that the lack of connectivity in the canopy level would be a problem for arboreal species. So they took action. So they kept the connectivity in the canopy level, and this was incredible to see because animals, they really use these natural connections, and this works like a highway for arboreal species to cross over the proper road. Next slide. So our second study area is the municipality of Alta Floresta. In English, it means high forest, and the forest is really high, in the state of Mato Grosso, also in the Amazon biome. Many forest fragments exist in urban and peri-urban areas, and 7 artificial canopy bridges have been installed to reconnect forests divided by roads and avenues. So this, the city of Alta Floresta is only 40 years old. So there was nothing there. They started to grow the city. I don't know how to say, to expand the city, and the deforestation rates went crazy some decades ago. But even with the deforestation rate high, they could keep large portions of forest inside the city. So our job now with the Reconecta is to reconnect all these remaining fragment Amazon rainforest. So next slide. Yeah, due to the fragmented landscape, roadkill is really common, especially for arboreal species. Alta Floresta is incredible. It has one of Brazil's highest primate diversity, with 12 species, 5 of which are threatened and frequently seen in urban areas. I went crazy there because I saw a spider monkey trying to cross a road. It was like midday. So this is the kind of stuff you easily see in Alta Floresta. And the superstar of our project in Alta Floresta is the Alta Floresta titi monkey. So this adorable creature in the left side on the screen. And this animal, this species, is critically endangered. And despite being discovered, and it is incredible because it was discovered by science only recently in 2019. And the other guy, the other new guy for science is this one, the Schneider marmoset. It was discovered by science in 2021. So Amazon is really the place where we don't know everything that we have. Every year we are discovering new species in the Amazon biome. And for monkeys, we expect to have at least 2 or 3 new species this year, for this year. Okay, next slide. In this study area in Alta Floresta, 7 canopy bridges were installed in 2024, and more 8 will be installed August this year. This is the first municipality in the Amazon to have a strategic plan to mitigate highway impacts on wildlife. Next. The bridge design in this area incorporated the lessons learned from study area 1. We kept the same materials and the average cost, but we improved the design. We have 3 bridge levels in one. In the bottom, we have the bridge. We have 1 meter wide bridge, and it supports small mammals, especially marsupials, rodents, or quadrupedal primates, such as the capuchin monkey, for example. The middle bridge is the steel cable with braided ropes. So the braided ropes create like a texture that can adapt to different size of the hands of the monkey. So I can have a marmoset with a super small hand, but I also can have a spider monkey, and they will grab the texture of the ropes more easily. And we expected the primates will use much more this design. This is our hypothesis, right? And the top bridge is just a steel cable with ropes, with also braided ropes, designed for prehensile-tailed primates like spider monkeys to hold during their crossings. And all bridges continue to be monitored with 2 cameras, one facing the forest, one facing the bridge. Next. Okay, in less than 7 months of monitoring, over 2,000 complete crossings were recorded by 4 species, including the endangered Alta Floresta titi monkey and the Schneider's marmoset. So I almost faint when I saw this picture, because the Alta Floresta titi monkey, the critically endangered species, are using our bridges. It means that we are creating more connectivity, functional and structural connectivity for a super endangered species. So we are reducing the impacts of road mortality, but we are also increasing connectivity. So the next slide, it's a nice video of 2 moms with their babies on the back crossing the bridge, but I can show you later individual. It's working. Yes, awesome. So then you can see perfectly that they use the design in the middle, and they hang their semi-prehensile tails on the superior level to have more balance. The second video is a Schneider marmoset. This is also an endangered primate species that we have in Brazil, also using the canopy bridge design in the middle. Okay, go ahead. And it's very interesting to see that 70% of the crossings were done in groups, including the titi monkey, the marmosets, and capuchin monkeys. The average crossing time was under 3 minutes, so they can do the complete cross faster than 1 minute, for example. But in some cases, group interactions with the bridges lasted over 30 minutes. And it's very interesting to see that they have like natural behavior on these canopy bridges. Go ahead. No. And preliminary observations suggest a natural preference for the middle bridge, likely because its design mimic branches and trunks and better supports locomotions. This slide. Well, no, yes. There are many lessons learned from the Reconecta project. This is a very short presentation. I cannot tell you everything, and I will resume some highlights from this project. I'd like to emphasize the importance of involving communities in canopy bridge or general mitigation projects. It's really special when people understand the power of having this kind of mitigation measures, and they really want to protect their local wildlife. I've had an incredible experience with engagement from federal environmental and transportation agencies in Brazil, universities, NGOs, and local communities supporting our work. The low cost of the bridges has created opportunities to expand the project to at least 3 more areas. So if I come to a mayor and tell him that he needs to implement mitigation measures, but this is going to cost 1 million reais, he's going to say, well, Fernanda, thank you very much for your attention, but yeah, this is not going to happen. So because the canopy bridges are low cost, it creates a more positive atmosphere to start to talk about this kind of stuff. The canopy bridge design improved by Reconecta project is expected to become the standard bridge model to be implemented nationwide by the Ministry of Transportation. This represents a public policy collaboration between the Smithsonian and the NZCBI, that is our Brazil Federal Highway Agency. So we are creating this canopy bridge guideline with the transportation agency, and this is going to be the standard project for canopy bridges in Brazil. Next. Additionally, I have the honor of leading the writing of Brazil's official guidebook for wildlife mitigation on roads. We hope that this will be published in the 2nd semester, and we have amazing co-authors and collaborators. This initiative is also supported by the Ministry of Transportation, and I believe it will drive the broader and more standardized implementation of mitigation measures across the country. The Reconecta project also supports different primate conservation specialists with their projects, including projects with muriqui and black lion tamarin in São Paulo state. So many more canopy bridges are coming soon, especially for Atlantic Forest in São Paulo state. I would like to thank these amazing people. I'm deeply grateful for the incredible team that we have. And finally, I'd like to thank to our partners and funders of the Reconecta project. And this is a thank you, nice video to finish this presentation with this beautiful face. Thank you very much.